Lose belly fat fast. 5 science-backed tips that actually work. Losing visceral fat, commonly known as belly fat, is one of the most frequent health goals. Yet it remains one of the most challenging to achieve. Beyond the aesthetic desire for a trimmer waistline, reducing belly fat is critical for long-term health, as excess fat in the abdominal cavity is linked to metabolic diseases, type 2 diabetes, and heart complications. Unlike subcutaneous fat, the kind you can pinch, visceral fat wraps around your internal organs and acts like an endocrine organ itself, pumping out inflammatory cytokines that disrupt hormonal balance. Achieving a flatter stomach isn't about magic pills or doing thousands of crunches. It requires a strategic, science-based approach that addresses hormonal balance, metabolic rate, and nutritional density. By understanding the physiological triggers that cause the body to store and release fat, you can implement sustainable habits that yield visible results. Today we will talk about lose belly fat fast, 5 science-backed tips that actually work. So, before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. 1. Prioritize soluble fiber to increase satiety. One of the most effective nutritional strategies for targeting abdominal fat is increasing your intake of soluble fiber. Unlike insoluble fiber, which adds bulk to the stool, soluble fiber absorbs water and forms a gel-like substance that slows down the passage of food through the digestive system. This process is crucial because it helps you feel full for longer periods, naturally reducing your overall calorie intake without the psychological stress of restrictive dieting. When this gel moves through the gut, it triggers the release of satiety hormones like cholecystokinin, CCK, which tells your brain you're satisfied. Science suggests that soluble fiber also helps decrease the number of calories your body absorbs from other foods by binding with dietary fats and sugars. A long-term study observed that for every 10-gram increase in soluble fiber intake, belly fat gain decreased by 3.7% over a 5-year period. Great sources include oats, legumes, flax seeds, avocados, and blackberries. To maximize this, try starting your day with a bowl of oatmeal topped with chia seeds. By consistently incorporating these into your meals, you can suppress the hunger hormones, specifically ghrelin, that often lead to eliminate trans fats and liquid sugars. The fastest way to stall your progress is by consuming hidden trans fats and high fructose corn syrup. Research has consistently linked trans fats, often found in some margarines, spreads, and processed snack foods, to increased inflammation and abdominal weight gain. These fats are created by pumping hydrogen into vegetable oils, making them shelf-stable but toxic to human metabolism. They don't just add weight, they actually cause fat to redistribute from other parts of the body to the belly area. Even more damaging are liquid sugars found in sodas, sweetened teas, and processed fruit juices. The brain does not process liquid calories the same way it does solid calories. It fails to register the volume, meaning you don't feel full after drinking a 150-calorie soda, leading to an add-on effect to your daily intake. These sugars spike insulin levels rapidly. High insulin is the fat storage hormone. When it is constantly elevated, your body physically cannot access stored fat to burn it for energy. Replacing these beverages with water, green tea, or black coffee can create a significant caloric deficit almost immediately, while allowing your insulin levels to stabilize. 3. Incorporate high-intensity interval training, HIIT. While steady-state cardio like walking or jogging is excellent for heart health, high-intensity interval training, HIIT, is scientifically proven to be more effective for burning belly fat. HIIT involves short bursts of vigorous exercise, reaching about 80 to 90% of your maximum heart rate, followed by brief recovery periods. This cycle forces the body to switch between aerobic and anaerobic energy systems, which is incredibly taxing and metabolically demanding. This method creates an afterburn effect known as excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, EPOC. Because the workout is so intense, your body requires more oxygen, and energy for hours afterward to repair tissues and restore temperature, which keeps your metabolic rate elevated long after you finish your workout. Studies indicate that HIIT can reduce visceral fat more efficiently than traditional cardio because it specifically targets the catecholamine response, adrenaline, which is necessary to break down 3 times a week, such as sprinting for 30 seconds followed by 90 seconds of walking, can lead to significant changes in body composition when paired with a clean diet. 4. Optimize protein intake for metabolic boost. Protein is the single most important macronutrient for weight loss and a better-looking body. A high protein intake increases the release of the fullness hormone PYY, which decreases appetite and promotes fullness. In many clinical trials, increasing protein to 25 to 30% of daily calories has been shown to reduce cravings by 60% and cut the desire for late-night snacking in half. Furthermore, protein has a higher thermic effect than fats or carbohydrates. This means your body uses about 20 to 30% of the calories consumed from protein just to digest and metabolize it, compared to only 5 to 10% for carbs. Most importantly, eating enough protein helps prevent muscle loss during weight loss. When you lose weight too quickly without protein, your body often burns muscle for fuel, which slows down your metabolism and makes it easier to regain the fat later. Aim to include a high-quality protein source, such as eggs, fish, lean meats, or plant-based proteins like tempeh, at every single meal to keep your metabolism firing at its peak. And ensure that the weight you do lose comes from fat stores rather than lean tissue. 5. Manage cortisol through quality sleep and stress reduction. You can have a perfect diet and exercise routine, but if your stress levels are chronic, your belly fat may stay put. High levels of stress trigger the adrenal glands to produce cortisol, often called the stress hormone. While cortisol is helpful for the fight or flight response, modern chronic stress keeps it elevated indefinitely. Elevated cortisol levels are directly linked to an increase in appetite and the promotion of abdominal fat storage, as the body thinks it needs to store energy for a forthcoming emergency. Complementing this is the absolute necessity of sleep. Sleep deprivation is a major driver of weight gain. People who sleep less than 5 hours a night are significantly more likely to gain weight over time. When you are tired, your brain's frontal lobe, responsible for decision-making, weakens, and your reward centers light up, making you crave high-carb, high-fat foods. Furthermore, your body produces more ghrelin, the hunger hormone, and less leptin, the fullness hormone. Prioritizing 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep and practicing mindfulness, yoga, or deep breathing can lower cortisol levels and allow your body to enter a fat-burning state more easily. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up, leave a comment, and click the button to subscribe.